Elvis has entered the building.
Yep. So
I can't take it.
So we just watched Aloha from Hawaii. It's in 1973, and you know, it was pretty awesome. He, if you remember, we just finished watching on tour prior to this. Look at her getting in. And we said he kind of looked a little. He had moments of not looking so great.
He did not look this good.
Yeah, this good.
This good.
And so this was a major satellite telecast, and he lost 25 pounds for it, and I think he got a tan. Now his hair was a little bushy.
Well, he wasn't white.
And he was wearing these amazing, what's the fat Elvis? Amazing jumpsuits, but he looks great. And someone's not being very professional right now.
I'm sorry.
So
You cracked me up, I swear.
this is January 12th and 14th. He had just turned 38 years old, and they did this concert live from Hawaii around the world, except guess where? In America.
What?
America had to wait till April to see this, and they broadcast it live again. Do you know why?
You're so...
Super Bowl 7.
Oh, stop it.
I knew that was going to get her. Yeah, Super Bowl was on the same day, so they're like, well, no one's going to watch Elvis for that. So.
Did they see who was in the arena?
I know, this arena is packed. You got to check that out. He does a really wide mix of music, from really old stuff to really new stuff to more contemporary stuff. It's really... Okay, so the 68 special showed him as a great entertainer. That's the way it is, showed him putting on a Vegas show, but it was behind the scenes, the practice, the rehearsal. And on tour, it was very much the same idea behind the scenes and how you move a show back and forth. But it was broken up between segments. This is straight concert, really. And so you get an Elvis concert in your living room. And that's what they were trying to say. The idea was Elvis couldn't hit every city in America. He could hit every state, but not every city. And so they thought, well, how do we get everyone a chance to see Elvis? And this is what they came up with. And at this time, it was brand new technology. I think it had been tested once before, but this was the big first experiment to
But they planned it on a Super Bowl day, but they wanted everybody to see him?
There's a little more story to it.
Yeah,
so
it
was originally planned for 1972. This is a lot more story detail than I planned on giving, but Elvis, when met President Nixon, he rode right up and said, hey, I'm Elvis and I'd like to see the president. And there's a whole really cool movie called Elvis and Nixon that's kind of a comedy, but it's funny. It's definitely worth the watch. But it did happen. And so Elvis had a connection with President Nixon. Nixon had gone to China that year, and Colonel Tom Parker thought that was a cool idea. So Elvis wanted to go global. I also think that Tom Parker kept resisting letting Elvis tour outside of America. I think it's because he had some criminal past that he didn't... He felt like if he left the country, he wouldn't be allowed back in, or he might get arrested somewhere. But either way, Elvis always wanted to tour the world, couldn't do it. I think this was a way for him to try and appease Elvis, saying, we're going to reach your fans now, and they're going to get a chance to see you live. But it was going to happen in 1972.
You know so much.
Well, you know, I'm trying. So, but in 1972, the movie On Tour was coming out, and MGM was like, hey, we get the chance to make the box office first. So Tom Parker had announced this, and they had to delay it. So Elvis had made the dates, and eventually he just wanted to fulfill the contract. And so that happened right after his 38th birthday, and kind of was the event of the 1973. So there's that.
Very good. Takes it out of you, doesn't it?
I need some Gatorade or something. Okay, so let's rate this thing. Or you have any comments?
I thought he sang great. I thought he looked pretty good. But he didn't move around much. He kind of stayed still and.
Yeah. This is the last time he looked this amazing. He looked really good. Now
he did look good.
But you can tell he's a tiny bit out of it. I mean, the music pulls him back in once in a while, but he just doesn't have the same life in him. He looks great, and he won't look this good ever again. But it's he's a little bit sort of reserved. And we were debating it. I don't know if it was that when he was on TV and didn't want to create too much trouble, because in the 50s he had that same problem where they shot him from the waist up. I don't think that would have been it. I do think that he was tired. And
is this why we're shooting you from the waist up there?
No, just because I can't. You want to see the? Yeah. So anyway, my legs are shaking the whole time I'm doing this. So anyway, there's that. So any other thoughts on this? Or are you just?
I am just
completely overtaken.
I am.
This is just my normal outfit, just like Elvis. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be like this. This is how I cook. This is how I just do cleaning and gardening and whatever. But anyway, let's rate it. What do you like it?
5.
Well, you said that's so exciting.
Well, I'm in between a 4 and a 5 because. He didn't move around much, so I just felt like he was not into it. Yeah, but he sounded good and all that, so that
right. If we're going to compare it to other Elvis projects, it's probably not exactly a 5, but it really is a great.
It is good.
It's a great piece altogether. Now
4. I'm going to say 4 because that way I feel better.
All right, I'm going for a 5 then.
So if I would have said 5, you would have said 4.
I don't know.
But you get a 5.
Well, thanks. Thank you very much.
How could you not?
Okay, but we were watching it, and Taylor came through, and she got to watch just a couple minutes of it, and she had no way to have any reference towards it, so she just thought it was bizarre. She's like, "Are those real sideburns?" And she said, "He looks a hot mess." Well, she doesn't understand he looks amazing at this point.
Yeah.
But the context is 1973 versus 2016, and so she has no point of reference for this, and it does look kind of freaky to her. I mean, he literally walks around his life like this, and it's like normal.
Why? She should be used to it with you walking around like this all day.
Yeah, no kidding. So the only thing that really we have to compare to that is Prince. He's the only one that does this, wearing crazy outfits that you wouldn't wear anywhere else, and
with pure confidence.
Yeah, and so anyway, so she had no frame of reference, but anyway, so we thought it was 4 or 5, so it's a 4.5, and had a good time watching it. So
yes, we
more good time doing this apparently.
Yes.
All right, so the very next
thing.
The
show continues.
Yeah, we got 2 more Elvis projects that we're doing in what I'm considering these Elvis movie reviews. The next one is a movie that should have been Elvis's movie. It's called A Star Is Born with Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson. We're going to watch that because there's a little story behind that, and I'm just interested in watching it and putting it in context of what his career could have been and would have been before he passed away. So we're going to check that thing out and get back to you really soon.
All right.
All right. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
Aloha.